What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of the brand new Bolt Fan Podcast. It's your boy Josh, and I am here today with breaking news. Like a surprise entrance from the WWE Royal Rumble, coming in at number 30, back from paternity leave, back from having a baby, on no sleep, hasn't rested in 3 weeks. Welcome back to the podcast, the man, the myth, the legend, Trevor Thompson. What's up, man?
You're giving this intro as if they can't see me on the podcast already with you.
You forget how I edit. They weren't.
Oh,
They weren't
that's
going
true.
to.
Only one of us. Because I was looking at the screen and it's both of us. It's only whoever's
Yeah. Come
talking.
on now.
My bad. Whoever's talking comes up. I forgot about that.
Ay,
Well, I'm back.
ay.
What's up?
What's up, dude? Well, let's talk first. The audience doesn't know how was everything. You're a father now, and what was it like watching your wife give birth? And what was it? What's it been like the last couple of weeks being a dad?
Terrifying. In a word.
Yeah, terrifying is the word. Yeah. All right.
Really bad. All ended up being really good though. So.
Yep. And you have a beautiful baby at the end of a war. And to the victor goes the spoils. And y'all survived the war, you won the war, and now you have the greatest blessing in the world. So, and
And we get people bringing us a bunch of free food.
hey, that's what's up. Well, with that being said, today is June 26th. I am flying down to come see you guys July 15th, and we'll have to do something together in your extra room there at your place and record a podcast together because we live in different states. So that'll be a fun little thing to, we'll have to record something about training camp or something around that time.
My extra room got taken over, man. I'm recording at the top of my stairs.
Are you really? I didn't
We
know.
have like a built-in desk in our apartment, so that's what I got right now. Yeah, my extra room got given to a baby.
Fair enough. Well, as you can see, I'm in my own bedroom because I don't have a better spot either, and I can't really move things around in here. So it is what it is. I just got to make my bed before every podcast. But hey, we're making do with what we got. It is what it is. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. This has been a blessing, and we are building something awesome here. We have gotten a lot more subscribers since Trevor was gone. I think it's no coincidence. He left. We got more subscribers, but keep them flowing in despite the fact that he's back. All right. We really need y'all to
Hey,
like,
man,
share, and subscribe to the
if you think
podcast.
you don't need me, I could just leave.
I didn't say I don't need you. I want you. I don't know if I need you, but I definitely want you. So I'm glad to have you back.
Look at me. This close to logging off right now.
That's all right. I was fine. No, here we go. But legitimately though, thank you guys for all the subscription counts have grown over the last couple of weeks, and definitely asking y'all to keep growing those. Make sure to subscribe. That helps us out a ton. The small amount of time you take really helps us out and helps our algorithm. So, with that being said, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. And I've been saying it, but give Trevor anything in the comments, like any tips and tricks of like any parenting hacks or things like that. How to warm up a bottle faster. How to change a diaper in a more efficient manner. I don't know. I mean, we read the comments, so y'all let us know. But with that being said, Trev, what are we diving into today?
We are going through everything, the entire roster, every position. Yeah, do it all. First episode back, 3 hours long. Let's get into it.
Yeah, right. I won't put the audience through that. I don't want to
only
suffer
half
through it.
lie. We are going through every position on the roster. We're gonna go through, see if it's upgrade, downgrade, or if we stay the same from last season.
Upgrade, downgrade, staying the same. Every spot. So let's get it rolling, Trev. Lead us off, man. What's our first position we're working with today? You good?
All right, let's do it.
All right. You good? You ready?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Starting off. Sorry, now my ankle's itchy. All right, starting off. Hey, I'm keeping it real.
All right.
We're just gonna start off at the head of the who leads us. Head coach. Stay the same.
Well, head coach stayed the same, so that's a pretty obvious one. Well, let's get to the coordinators.
All right, but I think that's an upgrade though. That man always gets better.
Look, he's like
just
fine
constantly
wine.
bettering himself. There's something to talk about that too. But
yeah, he is aging like fine wine. So, eh,
Amen.
all
That
right.
no, family podcast, not saying that. Alright, offensive coordinator. Do you want me to list the people or you got it?
No, no, no. Yeah, you just give me a position and I'll list what's
Oh,
important.
easy
I'll
first
just
day
list the
back.
Yeah, I'll list the changes that are important. And this change is the most important change we made this offseason. We had Greg Roman last year, possibly the 32nd ranked offensive coordinator in the league. And we upgrade to Mike McDaniel, who's clearly a top 5 play caller in the game. And that is a massive upgrade to Mike McDaniel. And this is the area that I'm the most excited about on this team.
Amen. Well spoken.
All right.
Alright, defensive coordinator.
This sadly has to be considered a downgrade. Just simply based on the fact Chris O'Leary has never been a defensive coordinator. So you've got a rookie defensive coordinator, and we lost, unlike in the other situation where we lost a bottom 5 OC, we lost a top 5 DC and Jesse Mentor. So he went on to be a head coach, and that's great. And O'Leary was one of his mentors for Mentor. But or mentees,
Mentee.
I guess you should say. Yeah, he's a mentee to Jesse Mentor. But um, but yeah, I mean, you have to consider downgrade here. Just with the hope that a lot of potential, he might be an upgrade one day. But I doubt year one he's going to be the same level as what Mentor is. So, but not as big of a downgrade as the upgrade on the other side. So overall, our coaching staff is upgraded. Just that one spot's probably a downgrade. So
Good thing we also still have Harbaugh too, though, because that's the other thing is like still have Harbaugh to help guide him through his rookie year, even though it's his first year as a defensive coordinator. I got confidence. That's what I'm trying to
yeah,
say.
no, definitely got confidence, and I like the staff under him as well. With guys like Klinkstale and guys like Mike Elstott, the defensive line coach. Like we got some really good position coaches as well. So I do feel really good about he's got the best support you could have for a first year at DC. So all right, let's get to the
You want
players.
offensive defense next.
You pick. I will roll with whatever.
All right. Uh, let's go offense. That's save the
All right,
defense. I played defense. I preferred defense. I played both, but I always preferred defense. So save the best for last.
all right. Give me the
All right.
offense. We'll go
Big man,
quarterback.
Madison Beers, future husband.
Yep. Quarterbacks stay literally the exact same because the players are literally the exact same. Our 3 quarterbacks are Justin Herbert, Trey Lance, and DJU. And that's going to be the exact same as what it is this year. DJ probably is on the practice squad, and we're probably running with 2 quarterbacks in the main roster. So literally the exact same players. So we're just going to say the exact same. So we stayed even, which is good because we got a top level quarterback. So
This one
next
could be
one.
a little bit. This one, okay, so this one, according to coaches, has been an upgrade. According to fans, has been a downgrade. So wide
Oh,
receiver.
oh, got you. You didn't go. I thought you were going running back. I was like, wait a minute, what? Um, yeah. So this is the hardest one for me. I consider it an upgrade because basically the only guy you lost is Keenan Allen, and the only guy you really gained is Brennan Thompson. So I understand why you would say maybe that's a downgrade. Same way I said it's a rookie, but with the scheme fit added in, I'm saying it's an upgrade just based on the fact that you're gaining so much speed that it's a different style of player. And then you add Ladidi McConkey to fill in Keenan Allen's role. And I think he'll be just fine. And you don't lose anything losing Keenan because Ladd is going to take over. And then you gain something by adding a 4.26 unbelievable speed. And I don't know if y'all watched it. The Chargers social media put a Harbaugh mic'd up from practice. And one of the things I noticed that I really loved was him talking to Brendan Thompson, where at the beginning, he apparently was telling him, like, hey, I kept telling you, just keep doing what you're doing. You're getting open. The ball will find you. And in the last couple of days of minicamp, the ball found him and he had a 50-yard touchdown. And he should have had another one, but apparently Trey Lance underthrew it. So Harbaugh kept telling, hey, you're doing all the right things. You're doing the right things, and the ball's going to find you, and now it's finding you. So that means they got plans for this kid. And so I'm calling it an upgrade, but by inches, not feet. It's a small upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Well, the other thing too, man, they're talking about the players being upgraded themselves. Like all that Mike McDaniel and Harbaugh have been talking about is how Quentin Johnson's going off right now, how Ladd's going off right now, and how Trey Harris is going off apparently.
Yep. Yep.
Like we haven't even like really talked about like we're like, yeah, he's good, but we haven't apparently from what they're saying, we have no clue what's about to come to us with Trey Harris.
So while you were gone, obviously you didn't watch the content I put out because I talked about it. I did a lot on the wide receiver room and all that, and I talked about how Trey Harris is obviously making big strides. It's all right, you were busy, but yeah, I did talk about this.
Make an excuse of like, hey man, I'm allowed to recap, but then I was like, you know what? It is what it is.
Hey, there are people talking about it, Trev. You just didn't listen to it. No, I'm just messing with you. But yes, no, you're 100% right, and that is something I talked about on a couple episodes ago. It was like talking about what does this wide receiver room look like? Do we have enough? And one of the things I said is obviously Trey Harris is making a leap right now in minicamp. So yeah, you're 100% right. So,
Keep it on the weapons. We'll go to running backs.
running back to me is such a clear upgrade from definitely where we ended the season, but even probably where we started the season. Like we went into it with the idea of Najee Harris and Omari and Hampton, which was kind of a nice idea, but never panned out. So I'm gonna go ahead and say upgrade there as well. I think all of our weapons have really upgraded. Um, Pretty much most of our offense is really upgraded to be honest. But so I'm going to say upgrade here as well. And this is not just me being a fan and being biased, even though I am. I think Keaton Mitchell adding another guy who has 4.3 speed to this team. And then also, I'm lumping this into the running back room. Alec Ingold is a massive, massive, massive upgrade over Scott Matlock. So I think that's so the fullback and then the speed at running back. And then, oh, yeah, the guy who filled in last year very well, Kamani Vidal, is now the third string guy. That's a deeper room, a faster room, a more like you've got Amari and Hampton to be the bruiser, and you kind of have a different version of what the Lions had with the Montgomery and Gibbs. You got the Sonic and Knuckles, the idea with Keaton Mitchell and Amari and Hampton, and then you had a great fullback in there. I think it's a much better running back.
I think that if you look at it from like where we thought we were last year, at this time last year,
Yeah,
it might even it looks like it would look like on paper like a downgrade, but after looking at what we actually went through in the season with not even playing with Najee Harris more than like
yeah.
a third of a game or something like that, like
Right, right.
it's definitely an upgrade. So,
Yeah. No, that's
uh,
real.
you already hit on fullbacks. Honestly, I'd forgotten about fullbacks, so probably good that you did that.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
I I just keep lumping the running back.
yeah,
He's a
just
running
kind of the
back.
whole backfield. Yeah.
Alec
All right.
Ingold's almost a tight end too. Like he can really do it all.
So that's where we're going next. Tight ends.
Tight ends. This is the easiest upgrade on the team for us. Like last year at this time, we were trying to talk ourselves into why we were going to be fine with Tyler Conklin, Will Disley, and Tucker Fisk. This year, we are talking ourselves why we're going to be fine with David Njoku, Aronde Gatson, and Charlie Kohler, who have all produced at a much higher level than Tyler Conklin or Will Disley's best season. So this is as easy of an upgrade. Well, from a receiving standpoint, Kohler hasn't produced like that, but he's one of the top rated run blockers in the league. So I think there's just a lot here. Gatson had a great rookie breakout season, and Joku's been a dude forever. So I think this is a great upgrade, great room. And compared to where we were last year, this is a big, big moment of an upgrade between this and the Mike McDaniels and then Tyler Biadasz. These are like the biggest moves they made all in the offseason. So
For sure. Um, I'm gonna go position by position on the line because it feels pretty obvious that overall the entire line's an upgrade.
interesting choice. I like this. All right, cool.
So I'm gonna go left tackle first.
Well, left tackle, we get our left tackle back. So Rashawn Slater is an upgrade over Bobby Hart, Austin Deculus, or whoever the heck else. It was about to be Trevor and Josh Thompson at right and left tackle. So I'm gonna say Rashawn Slater is probably better than anybody else. And while we're here, I'm just gonna throw in right tackle. Right tackle, I'm just gonna jump that in there. We're better there too with Joe Alt, Trey Pipkins, and Travis Burke are really good backups. So tackles, we are much better. And I think that goes without saying without deep analysis here.
And now we're into the controversy.
Okay.
Guards. Left guard.
So, so I'll lump the guards in together just the way I did tackles because I think it's important to talk about this. Right guard, we everyone hates on Cole Strange. We absolutely upgraded with Cole Strange over Mekhi Becton. Just if Cole Strange actually plays football and doesn't tap out every 3 to 4 plays, we have an upgrade with Cole Strange. So, despite the fact that I don't think Cole Strange is a top 15 guard in the league or top 15 right guard in the league, he's better than the number 32 right guard in the league, which was last year, Mekhi Becton.
Which
So, that's an
I think
upgrade.
honestly, that upgrade alone is the reason we're doing this video because we've been talking about that all off season of like, look, we don't have to have the best offensive line in the year. We're upgraded from last year. That's the main thing that we need. And we've been trying to say that, especially you. You've been screaming that at people.
I'm
So
trying to let people know like we are okay because there's so many people panicking about Cole Strange sucks. And it's like, well, he's not ideal. I mean, I'm not sitting here being like that was who I wanted. Like I wanted Isaac Sayamalu. Um, but Cole Strange works. Okay. Like it's just not, and I think we're panicking over this. Now, I will be honest with you, there's another room coming up where I'm actually panicking a little bit. So I'll just be real. I have my area, but I don't think this is the one. I think everyone's focused on guard when there's actually another problem we should really be actually way more concerned about. But we'll get to that in
I
a
have a
second.
guess
Left
as to
guard is
who.
interesting because Zion Johnson was actually a top 10 to 15 guard in the league last year. He was the one bright spot on our offensive line, and we lost him for a big question mark. So this, I'm going to say left guard is actually a downgrade, while left tackle, right guard are all upgrades. And then we'll talk about. I'll love center in right here. Center's obviously an upgrade too,
And
but we'll
that's
talk
where we're
about it.
going. Yeah.
Yeah. So as we get through this, I think 4 of the 5 positions on the O line are massive upgrades. Well, we have a downgrade depending on who's going to be at left guard. Coyote Awashika is probably as good as I've actually been like really kind of beginning to believe in Coyote Awashika. Probably a slight downgrade from Zion Johnson. Jake Slaughter learning a brand new position as a rookie. Probably still a downgrade, even though he's got a lot of upside and a lot of potential. So I'm going to say downgrade left guard, but upgrade everywhere else. So since we're here, let me hit on center really quick. We went from literally PFF's bottom ranked center in the league to the 10th ranked center in the league in Tyler Biadasz. That's an upgrade when you go from the 37th to the 10th. It's not about how great Biadasz is. It's about the upgrade from where we were and the gap that was closed. Also, in the Mike McDaniel video I just did while you were gone, we the Chargers put out mic'd up of Mike McDaniel, and one of the things he said in the mic'd up clip was, "Man, I was really excited about Tyler before we got him. Now I have him, and he's exceeded every expectation." So he's balling in minicamp right now. Now they have no pads on. Hard to really evaluate an offensive lineman with no pads when you're not blocking anybody, but Tyler Biadasz has looked really good and is going to be a massive upgrade from what we had. So overall, offensive line upgrade in a pretty significant way, even though I think we're probably going to be about the 12th ranked offensive line in the league. Maybe if we're good, we're going to be 8th. If we're kind of have a down year, it might be like 16th. But if we're the 16th offensive line in the league, we're probably in the Super Bowl last year. So that's how bad it was. So what you got for me?
All right. I wrote down on my hand which position I think that you're worried about, just based off of our previous conversations, because we haven't talked before this video. I literally woke up from a nap right before getting on here. So, uh,
Yeah, yeah.
so I think I wrote down who I think. So we're gonna see if I'm right. Just a little, just for
He's
me. No,
pulling
no.
O's the mentalist on me. He's gonna make me guess, and he's gonna flash it at me and be like, "Yep, I know you." All right, I like it.
All right. So that's it for offense. I'll switch it over. Um, we'll keep it on the line. We'll go line, and then we'll
Well,
go back at it since we're already.
Let me recap the offense really fast. So on offense, I think we upgrade at coordinator, we upgrade at wide receiver, upgrade. Let's just call it this. Let's just say we stay the same at wide receiver because it's basically Thompson for Keenan. So let's just say upgrade. The only spot we downgrade is left guard. We upgrade at left tackle, center, right guard, right tackle, tight end, running back, and offensive coordinator. That's 7 upgrades, 2 stay the same, and 1 downgrade. That sounds like a better offense. So just wanted to
We
recap that
already
just
had a
for
good
this.
offense. The offense wasn't the issue.
Well, the offensive line was was the issue. So
Fair. Um,
that
that
was
is
the
fair.
that was the albatross that ruined our season.
All right. We'll go interior. So D tackles.
All right, so interior D line, I think is a slight upgrade. We lost Deshaun Hand and we replaced him with Dalvin Tomlinson, which I think is an upgrade. Um, and then we kept Jamari Caldwell, who now is going to go from year one to year two. So I think he'll have a little bit of a leap. Um, Tierre Tart stays the same. I mean, pretty solid player. And then you add in Nick Barrett, Justin Aboigbe's going into year three. I think he'll have a leap. And so I look at that and go, you know what? That's a really good D line. I think a slight upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Um, edge slash
Yeah,
D end.
just
Yeah,
give me the
kind
edge.
of.
Yeah, we'll call it the edge, outside linebacker, depending on if we're in the 4-3, 3-4, but the edge
Yeah.
rushers. So this is an interesting one. So I'm gonna say it's tough here because Mack and Tooley are the same as last year. So it's really how do we like our depth better? And at the end of the year, we had Adafe Owe, who was really nice. Um, and so Owe was our third, Bud Dupree was our fourth, and Kyle Kennard was our fifth. So this year, where we're at, it's going to be Mack and Tooley, and then you got Akeem Mesidor taking that Adafe Owe role, which as a rookie, I'm going to say it's probably a downgrade. A lot of upside and I think potential, but probably a slight downgrade from Owe. But here's what I think is where the upgrade probably comes. Kyle Kennard, I just did a short on it a couple days ago, and people are not excited about Kyle Kennard. I personally believe in Kyle Kennard. So I want to clear this up really fast. I didn't do any long form on it, but Kyle Kennard last year, when he got drafted, let me clarify, was at South Carolina, led the SEC in sacks his senior year. He gets drafted and then just literally had no pressures on the season, could not get anything done. In the one game he played, he was awful, and it was the Week 18 game at Denver. So he didn't flash last year. But I want to remind everybody about Justin Aboigbe. His rookie year, he came out of Alabama, SEC powerhouse, was a big time player at Alabama, comes in, he struggles, also another fourth round pick. Both of them were fourth round picks. He struggles his rookie year, doesn't flash, doesn't really have any pressures, doesn't do anything. And then his second year in the league as an interior defensive lineman had 6 sacks. So I think that that's what you're looking at. I really believe Kyle Kennard will be your fourth edge rusher on this team, and I think he's going to have 5 sacks this year. So people are not expecting this, but I think that Kyle Kennard is going to be an upgrade over Bud Dupree. And that is where I'm going to say it stays the same, um, because we got a little bit of a downgrade with Akeem, but I believe in Kyle Kennard more than anybody on the internet probably that is not related to Kyle Kennard. So that is probably it. I don't know Kyle Kennard, just so everyone knows. Like everyone's like, he must be a friend or a family. I do not know this man, but I believe in him. So
I think you're not. I think trying to process my thoughts. I think I'm considering our downgrade from Owe a lot larger than you are, just because
possibly
you can't. I don't feel like you can take someone like Owe who went off like he did, and then ha- like substitute him for someone who's never been in the league. Like
that's fair.
because we could have the exact same situation with what you just described, where he's a big powerhouse and then comes in and can't even get any pressure. And so
So
with that
yeah,
uncertainty, I feel like the overall grade is a downgrade at the end or edge or whatever however you wanna classify it.
that's completely fair, and you're probably right. Honestly, I think you're making a really good point there. Here's why I have more confidence in Akeem than a typical rookie, though, because you keep in mind the knock on Akeem Mesidor was he's 24 years old. He's been in college a long time, and last year he was in the national championship game with the Miami Hurricanes. He is polished. He is as polished of a rookie edge rusher as you're ever going to see come in the league. He dropped because people go, "Oh, there's no upside." He's already close to his prime, um, which is understandable. But So I think that yes, he's a rookie. Yes, he's coming into the league, but I think he's a more polished and ready rookie. And he gets the entire offseason to learn from Khalil Mack, which is as good of a mentor as you can ask for. So I will say you're right. You're probably looking at the Oweh loss as bigger than me. Um, but that's why, is just because I don't think he's going to have the same learning curve that if a 21-year-old is coming into the league, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Um,
if you call it a downgrade, I don't think that's a bad take. I don't think that's
yeah, I
wrong at
mean, it's
all.
not like anything I'm like, obviously I want Owe. Like I would have loved to have Owe and Mizor, but
Bro,
like,
not for the price tag, dude. Not for the
gonna say,
25
but you
million one.
can't like you can't have your cake and eat it too. So I
No,
just
because
want
we
them as
got to.
players. Not I know I'm not saying like price tag wise. I'm saying like just as players. Yeah, I would have loved to keep Owe and then go draft Mesidor as well, and then we're set and no one's going anywhere.
That'd be
Um,
a crazy room. Holy crap. But yeah, no. All right.
so
Give me the next one, bro.
I keeping in the box linebackers.
Let me.
So middle linebackers on this.
Yeah, yeah, it was real line. Yeah. Um, so this one literally just like is honestly the exact same. It's like the exact same players. We didn't make any moves here. It's Perryman, it's Henley. You got now the only way that it could be an upgrade is if Junior Colson pops, which keep in mind we drafted him 2 years ago. He was the captain of the Michigan Wolverines under Jim Harbaugh and Jesse Minter. They draft him in the 3rd round, bring him to LA with them, and he's injured, and he hasn't played yet. So we're going into year 3 of Junior Colson. We haven't seen him. We don't know what he is. Is he a different player coming off of 2 major injuries? I don't know. So that's where there's so many question marks around him. Um, but overall, you're going to have Marlowe Wax. Delshawn Phillips is going to be your backup. Troy Dye is going to be your backup. Marlowe Wax is more of a special teams ace, but he's kind of your 5th linebacker. And then Junior Colson's fighting for a roster spot, maybe with Marlowe Wax. So it's literally the exact same people in the locker room. So maybe you say someone takes a leap. By the same thing, you can say Denzel Perryman's a year older, and he's even, and Henley's a year older. So I'm just going to say they're the same across the board here.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to really add on that. They're the exact same players. Like it's so
Unless there's
um
some undrafted rookie that makes the team that shocks us, which I mean it happens every year to somebody,
right,
but I don't see it happening.
right. Um okay. Outside cornerbacks.
Is this the one that you got your hand up for? Yeah, yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah. This room terrifies me.
yeah. You're a little scared of this one. You were so mad we didn't go and trade for him or
Yeah.
go draft any top end corners or
So during the draft, I kept hearing people talk about like maybe they'll take a safety in the 1st round, and I was like, no, like if there's a position on defense we're taking in the 1st round, it's edge rusher or corner. And based on the guys who were on the board at the time, I think they made the right decision in going to get Akeem Mesidor over the other one. Would have been like maybe a Colton Hood, I think was still on the board. I forget who went later on, but I think they made the right decision. But I was looking, if you did you watch the video I did on the roster prediction, Trev?
you already know I didn't, man.
No,
You
no,
already
I'm
said
not.
that.
I genuinely didn't know, and I wasn't trying to
You
make jokes.
already said this earlier in the episode. I was doing
No, no,
stuff,
no, no.
all
I
right?
was making jokes. I didn't know if you had watched anything or nothing. I don't. I know you didn't watch everything, but uh, no, I wasn't trying to make jokes. I'm sorry. But here's the deal. So here's why I find it interesting. So when I did it, I had to sit, and this is where I got more nervous. So we didn't add anything to the room, and we lost Benjamin St. Juste, which is not like a Pro Bowl, All Pro level corner, but he was a good player. He was very solid, and he filled a good role for us. So, who's filling that role is my question, and the answer to that question is either Eric Rogers or Nico Reed. And if you are not a diehard Chargers fan, you're asking me, "Hey, Josh, who is Eric Rogers and who is Nico Reed?" And Eric Rodgers and Nico Reed were both undrafted free agents from last year who flashed in the preseason, did some good things in the preseason, and they both got hurt right after making big time plays in preseason games. So um, they liked these guys. They kept Nico Reed on the practice squad all year, and Eric Rodgers was an undrafted rookie who was on IR for the entire rookie year, and we burned an IR spot to keep him. That's how much they value this kid. So the Chargers coaching staff loves Eric Rodgers. Um, I just have my doubts that someone who is an undrafted rookie, undrafted free agent rookie, then spent his entire rookie year on IR, is now going to come in and be an impact player. That's a tough one for me. Now, the thing that makes me feel better is I'm not listing Derwin James as a corner, and we all know that about 65% of snaps he plays slot corner and not safety. So if you count him as a corner and an all pro level slot corner, well, then I feel like, yeah, we got a great corner room and I got nothing to worry about and we're fine. But I do have my concerns about this room in particular. So I'm going to say downgrade because flatly, we lost Benjamin St. Juste and we replaced him with nobody.
Fair, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
the other thing
Yeah.
too to keep in mind with all of this too is like, you good? That was-
Yeah.
um,
No, sorry, my
the,
computer battery's a little bit low, so I'm just plugging it in while I was
the
letting
other
you
thing to
talk.
keep in mind with all of this too is we still do have money. We still have cap space. Off season still isn't over. Like there's always a chance to go trade or to go sign someone else too, just for your ease of mind. Like you specifically.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I don't
so
know
I
if
mean,
Joe
but
Ortiz cares so much about my peace of mind, but
yeah, we'll see. But I mean, like that's the other thing too is you're not Joe Ortiz, so
I am
like,
not.
um, but yeah, I mean, so we'll see like what happens at because I really feel like they aren't just not replacing him at all. Like they're gonna do something. But I get what you're saying. I could see how you consider a downgrade. I don't really blame you. I probably would myself because just basic math. You lose one, add zero, you're at -1. Like
Right, right. I am
so.
curious. I'm pulling it up right now. So I just looked up a page and I don't know the validity of it. So, but I'm looking to see if there's any guys that are available. Um, and it looks like they're showing here that Kenny Moore, did Trayvon Diggs, is he a free agent? He might be available still. Marshawn Lattimore might be available still. Rasul Douglas is the one that I've been the most interested in. I know he's still available. Um, but then also I'm seeing on this is why I'm questioning it. Tre'Davious White. I thought Trey White signed somewhere, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So yeah, but I think Rasul Douglas is probably the one that if you're gonna go sign a guy to fill that role, that's probably where I would lean towards. But from everything I'm hearing from the Chargers, they like Eric Rodgers. So
Yeah, Trayvon Diggs is still a free agent.
so that would be an interesting one. A lot of off-field issues. So I don't know how they, um, how they value that, but
But I
that's an
mean,
interesting one. What's that?
yeah, if he can ball, he can ball. Like,
Right, right, right. So that's why I was looking to see if Tre'Davious White, did he sign yet? Yeah, no. Wow. So Trey White is that Tre'Davious White from Buffalo is definitely he's still a free agent. So if they got
that's what
enough
I'm saying.
cap and they want to go get him, I would probably feel much better about this.
Yeah,
And
like that's
and
what I'm saying. Like we're like just because the main signings and everything are over doesn't mean off season's over.
no, for sure, for sure. There's definitely
So
moves. I forget we signed someone around this time last year. It was a pretty big signing for us, and I don't remember who it was, but so yeah, no, you're 100% right. And if you told me, hey, we replaced Benjamin St. Juste with Tre'Davious White or Trayvon Diggs, I would say our room is upgraded that fast. Like that's the difference right there. So
all right, last but not least, I'm going both safeties. I'm not going like free and strong or free and yeah. But safety room.
so well, because I know you're not going to say anything on it let me say this: our specialists are the same as well. Literally, kicker, punter, and long snapper are all the same. So those are all the same. Don't worry about that
That's
because
true.
I don't.
Sorry,
Yeah,
forgot about special teams.
no, you're fine. You're
Cannon
fine.
Baker,
I just
the go.
yeah, I mean, but we're in good shape there. They're staying the same because they're all good players. So
Right.
sure.
Yeah, it's a very good stay the same.
Yes, that's a big win there. That's not a bad thing. Like we had no options. Safeties. This is such an interesting one. So when I did the roster prediction, this was the hardest room to figure out. I kept 6 safeties, which is like, bro, that's a lot. And it's like they can't even all play. But if you got Derwin James playing in the slot as a more of a corner, and you legitimately have 5 good safeties, you can actually find room for these guys to play. So I think it's an upgrade because I think if you look at the room, you're gonna have Elijah Molden, goodness, is gonna be about the same player he was. Tony Jefferson is gonna be about the same player he was, maybe a slight decrease or decline. He's up there in age. With that, we still got RJ Mickens, who had a great rookie year. You drafted Genesis Smith in the 4th round, who the Chargers are raving about. Again, the Harbaugh mic'd up clip, he's literally over there talking about Genesis Smith has some elite ball skills. We all saw the tape. This man can't tackle. He's got great ball skills, like elite top 10, top 1%, like ball skills. So, I think he's going to be a center fielder, just tracking stuff down and making plays. I love that. I think it's an upgrade. I think Kendall Williamson was great on special teams and did a lot of really good things on the few opportunities he had. So I couldn't cut any of them. I kept 6 safeties and 5 corners. And I think
The
obviously I didn't even talk about Derwin James is one of the best in the world. So I think it's a great room with a little upgrade.
thing that gives me peace of mind with the whole Genesis Smith not tackling, you know who definitely knows how to tackle, especially
Yeah,
in open field?
yeah,
It's freaking Derwin James.
yeah,
Like, that's what he's known for, is being one of the hardest hitters. Like, yes, he has good ball skills, but, like, Derwin James is not known because he's just some elite ball hawk that, like, picks everything off. Like,
yeah,
yes, he makes great plays, don't get me wrong, especially, like, that
yeah,
game, against the Chiefs
yeah.
where he got that pick on while guarding Kelsey. But again, because he was big and physical with it, like, because you're not gonna get a like, that ball that he picked, it wasn't like he just jumped the route, he was on Kelsey
Yeah, no,
and
he jumped
pulled it.
Kelsey. Yeah.
Like like, so, um, that gives me a huge peace of mind to have someone like Derwin James, who's the leader of not only the safeties, but the entire defense, to come in and say, "Look, but, like, you're in the big leagues now, we gotta learn how to hit somebody."
Well, and here's the thing. If you watch the tape on Genesis Smith, which I did a lot actually, um, the tape shows this. He had 70 some, I think it was 73 tackles. So it wasn't that he couldn't tackle. He got people to the ground. But when you watch him in untrained football, I can be like, you're coming in high and wrapping up around the head. So it's just some technique issues, but it wasn't a unwillingness to hit. He came in from center field and was laying the wood, but it was just like he kind of hit and fell off because he didn't know how to wrap and drive
Yeah,
through the ground.
that's
So
that's I
I,
think we talked about it in one of our videos about, like,
yeah,
he just wasn't form tackling, like, and it was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Like, they teach this, like, secure the tackle and then go for the ball, like, all of that type of stuff. Like, you don't just come in and try to go straight and, like, wrap up on the football or anything, like, so,
but
stuff
he
like
can
that, like,
learn. It's a
yeah,
technique thing that I think can be fixed. It's not like oh, this kid will never be good at it. He's probably not gonna be good at it for 2 years. That's that's my honest assessment.
takes time.
But
Takes time to change something like that.
here's the thing, and I'm gonna cross sports reference here. Like, so I'm a San Diego State fan, and I watched Kawhi Leonard in college. And in college, it was like, yeah, he can score, but like this kid plays great defense and rebounds. And then he got to San Antonio, and you know what he did? He played great defense and he rebounded. And then as he kept doing one thing great, then he was on the court, and then the offense develops, it gets better, and the next thing you know, you have a Hall of Fame player.
I mean,
So
same
go
still
ahead.
in basketball, like, I'm a Golden State fan. Steph Curry, dude, like, his biggest thing was, "Oh, he can't guard anyone, he has no defense." Like,
Yeah.
and now, like, you put him on the perimeter with someone and I like There's
He's
like, no
good
one has
enough.
any yeah, no one has any doubts as to if he's gonna be able to guard someone at, like, at the three-point line.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You
So,
don't have to be elite at everything. It's better to have one elite trait than five average traits. So if the kid's an elite ball hawk, then by all means, let him go be a ball hawk. And
yeah,
he probably can't play on first and second down. That may be part of it his rookie year while he develops those other things. But in known passing sets, let him go run down footballs. This is
yeah,
what he does.
yeah.
So I think it's a great safety room, and I think our overall. So let's go through it real quick. So we're gonna go. I'll even side with you on the edge rushers. Downgraded edge rusher, upgrade D line, same at linebacker, downgrade at corner, upgrade at safety. So and then so we're 2-2 with one being the same, and then downgrade at DC. So we're probably and which I think is right. I think our offense makes a big jump, and our defense takes a little step back this year. And I think if that's the case, we can still be in the Super Bowl. Like that's really if the
Because
defense
yeah, I
falls
mean,
to the
like,
number 8 defense in the league or the number 12 defense in the league, but the offense jumps to the number 3 offense in the league, you're a Super Bowl contender.
because
So
for the first time in my life, we'll finally start outscoring people. Like, I mean, that's what Mahomes won championships off of. Like, yes, he had a good defense, don't get me wrong, but, like, Mahomes and, like, now, um, Josh Allen with the Bills, like, they just outscore people. So if we can start outscoring people, we can, like, make some waves within the league.
yeah.
Uh, I think that's the main thing. So,
I think we'll have a very opportune defense as well because, like we said, we got guys like Genesis Smith who are ball hawks. R.J. Mickens, multiple picks last year. Tony Jefferson had
Team
4 picks
Isidore,
last
like,
year. Dante Jackson had 4 or 5 picks last year. So a lot of guys who are opportunistic and want to force big plays. So we may give up a bunch of yards, but I think we'll have a bunch of big plays this year too. So it might be a little
well,
turnover dependent, but
and I might be wrong. Akeem Isidore might come out and be some all-star, and we might have actually upgraded a D-line. Like, we don't know that type of stuff.
right.
Um, because it's not like we don't have people on the field. Like, even though we're considering a D-line a downgrade because we don't have Owe, like, Akeem Mesidor could still be a stud, which I'm hoping by all means he is. I'm not hating on Mesidor at all.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like you just don't know what you're getting when you come into the league like that.
Well, and I think that the downgrades are this. Like, if you look at it, the downgrades are okay. You lost Benjamin St. Juice, who he's nice. Don't get me wrong. The upgrades are you went from Greg Roman to Mike McDaniel. The the gap in the upgrades compared to the downgrades
Yeah.
makes us better. We went from Bradley Bozeman to Tyler Biotish. So yeah, okay, maybe Owe to Akeem is here, but Biotish to to Bozeman is this big of a gap. So it's just I think we're so much better on offense. I don't see a way we're not a top 5 offense in the league this year. And I don't think that's a bold take. I think everybody feels that way. We should be a top 5 offense in the league, zero questions asked. So I think we're in really good shape. But
Yeah.
yeah. So what else you got, Trevor? We're 43 minutes in. You got anything else?
Stay healthy and play some football.
Man, I can't wait. It's June, baby. And we're only about a month and a half away from getting to play some real football. So
Dude, that's
I'm
the
excited.
downside. I don't live in Costa Mesa anymore. I used to be able to go to the Chargers training camps.
Man, that would be
I
cool.
miss it. That was
I
like the best part about like just free training camps. Me and my friends go like literally walk over there like from the school. It was amazing.
yeah. Well, they're not at the same facility. Now they got the new one, which is a little different location too. So
Yeah, but it
so
still was close enough. I could have gone.
yeah. Well now you're in Texas, so
Yeah, now I
but
get to go watch the Cowboys training camp if I want to go anywhere.
no, they're also in California.
Oh, yeah.
They go out to
I don't know anything
Oxnard,
about the
California.
Cowboys. I'm here to talk ball about Chargers, not Cowboys.
Fair enough. All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's been fun. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. And welcome Trevor back to the podcast. Like I said, give him some tips and tricks on being a dad. And with that being said, like, share, and subscribe. Bolt up. Peace out. We love y'all. We'll talk to you soon.